Alright, time for the show. Hi everybody, welcome to Saturday night. I guess the name for this stream is now Uncaged Fury at much insistence. That has been, I've been prodded to use that name. I'm still not 100% sure about it. We'll try that out. Uncaged Fury. Welcome to Saturday Night Uncaged Fury. I'm Kyla, aka Kagedtiger, and we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy VI. If I seem a little bit lower energy than usual, it's because I spent about 7 hours today playing Bioshock, because we are recording it for our podcast tomorrow, and yeah, it's I put it off. I procrastinated, and now I have to play like most of the game today. So I played it for 7 hours. I'm almost at the end. I was thinking I was just going to stop after that 7 hours, but I'm like on the last level, so I might, after Hannibal tonight, I might push through and just finish it. It's a good game. It's a good game, but moral of the story, don't procrastinate, kids. Bioshock is good. It's been interesting replaying it. I've played it before, but I also have some issues with first-person shooters, like physically. Like I tend to get nauseous while playing them. So it's been a bit of a tough day, and staring at the screen for so long has not been helping. But I've taken an ibuprofen, I'm drinking water, and I'm gonna make it through this for you guys, because I want to stream for you guys, and I like this game, and I don't want to take a break. So, anywho, all right. So when we last left, let me start with spoiler policies before I get into the recap. As usual, in case anyone's new here, spoiler policy is don't spoil anything, including narrative, gameplay. Don't. Unless it's something that I can permanently miss, like it's a decision that I have to make where I can't go back and get some item that I'm about to miss, or I can't go back and get some character or some dialogue scene or whatever. So in that case, or in the case where like I explicitly ask the chat, and I'll let you guys know if I'm okay, I really want chat to tell me about this one thing. People have been pretty good so far. So, oh, hey, Steph. Steph, you will notice that I have made you a mod. I'm counting on you to not abuse your mod powers. But I know you're responsible. I was thinking hard about who I would give mod powers to, and I'm thinking, I love everyone in this chat, but I don't know. Some of you guys are pretty cheeky. I don't know who I trust to not abuse mod powers if I give it to them. But anyway, alright, yes, so the normal spoiler policy applies. If you need to get my attention, you can just mention my screen name in chat, or else you can type important in all caps, and usually I look for that to focus on what I should be seeing. Oh dear, Jason, your mod is a fundamentalist Christian troll. That sounds interesting. Given that last stream you played a Barbie game, I'm sure there wasn't that much objectionable material in it, so it's probably fine. All right, recap. So last week we got Mog, and we went down into some like underground volcano-y areas and tried to cross some bridges across some lava. That was an interesting little puzzle. And we got to the gateway of the Espers, and we tried to like open the door, and a bunch of Espers flew angrily into this world, and then the door was sealed by a couple of small falling rocks that could easily be moved. And then what else? So Kefka was all Nyahaha. And then the espers that came into the world, like, went and destruction and burned shit and all over the place. And then Gestal, who's the head of, like, Kefka's like whole, he's the head of the army that Kefka's working for, was like, oh, this has created so much more destruction, I never anticipated this. We'll throw Kefka in prison, and then if only you can work with us to calm the espers, and everything will be fine, and the war is over. And I don't trust that for a second. That is totally not going to happen. I think he is just biding his time so that we'll take care of the danger, and then he's going to sneak in and try and steal the Esper power and just try and conquer everything. Because who just, like, I don't know, what kind of villain just out of nowhere is like, well, I guess, oops, sorry, knocked into the desk there. Yeah, no, I don't think a villain is just like, hey, by the way, I'm just giving up all my power and my army and stuff, and truce. I don't trust it. We'll see. Let's find out, folks. Let's play some more Final Fantasy VI. Go to here. We'll see if we can actually get the camera to decide to work. You can do this. There you go. Okay. I will load the ROM and we will get going. I'll remember what my controls are. Okay. So, looks like this was our... Oh, that's right. He wanted us to go... Gestal wanted us to go someplace, and so the party split up, and Terra and Locke were specifically going to one place. I'm going to have to try and remember what it is that we're supposed to be up to here. And I just went and raided a whole bunch of stuff from their armory. So I am chock full of weapons, I believe. Right? Yeah, we got the Atma weapon, which did some things. Oh, that's like relative to how much a thing has happened. I forget. She actually is apparently not supposed to have the Atma weapon. It ups her battle power so much compared to the Morning Star. And then... That's right. Could get a significant... not that great a boost to her magic power from the white dress. But magic power is what she does best. And then Locke had some stuff, which was not as good as Cyan's stuff, who is dual wielding these blizzard things, and it's fantastic. But anyway, we were just about to go talk to Gestal and take the airship somewhere, or take his private ship somewhere or something. I don't remember. Hopefully it will be obvious when we get there. Sound is low from the game. That's new. Okay, let's see. How is... Okay, I've upped it by like 5%. How's this? Is that still too low? Or tell me if it... You guys tell me if it needs to be louder. Oh, hey, Rob's here. Hi, Rob. I can up it more if people think it needs to be upped more, but I will wait for chat delay to let me know. My mic is really loud. Okay, turn my mic down to... Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Turn my mic down to 95, because I did switch mic setups, so it makes sense. Okay, mic's down to 95, and we'll put the music up to 35. Yeah, hey Rob. Yeah, we are playing BioShock for the podcast, and I was just talking about that it's an interesting experience compared to replay it after it having been such a long time ago. It's a 2007 game, right? Okay, I'm gonna turn the sound way up to 60, and you guys tell me if 60 is an acceptable level. I feel like it's a little bit quiet music at the moment here, but maybe that's, my headphone. Alright, guys, tell me if 60 is okay. Specifically mention that it's 60 maybe in your message, so that I can, game sound is still very faint. Okay, 60 is okay. Alright, let me put the game up to 65 and the mic down to 90, and we'll see how that works. It's your first FPS, huh, Marsha? How are you liking as a control scheme? Are you getting used to the sort of headshot twitch aiming stuff? Or is that not your preferred style of action? 6590 seems to be working? Okay, we'll leave it at this for now. Okay. Ooh, that's not the button I was looking for. This is the button. Yeah, I'm suspicious too, Bannon. Yeah, no, I doubt it. Hey, 7, you just... Oh. I wanted to talk to you. What do you think? I have an awful feeling too, 7. You're right on the money. Yeah, BioShock, that's fair, Rob. BioShock is not really the most indicative of FPS as a genre. Like, mechanically, the act of shooting is, it is what it is. But there are a lot of sort of RPG-ish elements to BioShock in terms of, choosing what tonics and plasmids you're going to use, and you have your little magic powers, and I don't know. I like BioShock because it's got a lot of diversity of mechanic, as opposed to some other shooters which tend to be, kind of feel samey all throughout. Albrook's a port to the south of the Empire, Magitech armor. Okay, so is that where I'm going? Am I supposed to be going to that Albrook or whatever? Yes, the war is over. But where am I going? Yeah, Marsha, I set it on easy as well. Because I'm like, I'm playing this for the podcast. I don't want to go through all the trouble. I thought Gestalt would be up here, which means it's going to be... I have to actually figure out where I'm going. But yeah, no, I figure if I'm playing for the podcast, I don't, and I've already played the game once before. I don't think there's anything particularly to be gained from playing it on medium or hard. So I figure, let's just play it to experience it, to get through it, but not make it harder for ourselves when we have to. That was kind of my thought process there. And I've been doing, I think I've died once in the entire game and had to get reset from a Vita chamber or whatever. There he is. General Leo's waiting for you in Albrook. Okay. Head for Crescent Island to look for the Espers. Okay, so I have to get to Albrook, which I don't know where that is, but someone said it was to the south. So I'm going to get out of here and go south. And so far, I think I've failed maybe one hack as well. But to be fair, I have a lot of hacking tonics on. And I only hack stuff that's at like 50% or lower, and then anything else I just spend an auto hack or buyout on. Usually an auto hack because I almost always have 5 because I don't use them very much. But you gotta love the feeling of, like, you know, turning over a bot and then having like a little flying turret friend that just follows you around. It's really great. I really like hacking in that game, even though the mechanic makes absolutely no sense in terms of, like, what it means for, like, hacking, because it has nothing to do with hacking, but it's still fun. I enjoy playing Pipe Dreams. So, where is the exit to this town? Is it down here? There we go. Yes, so I just got to, what's the name of that place? Point Prometheus, I think, which is, I think, the last area. So, yeah, we'll talk more about it. No, I said don't more. Oh, 'cause she got that thing done. They're both raging now. That's fine. Yeah. I can see how people might not have liked the hacking from that game. Ooh, Lachlan's Doom. But I enjoyed it. Doom is such a useless spell to have. It's one of those things that exists only so enemies can use it against you, basically. Because the whole thing about it is that if you're going to cast Doom, if I remember correctly, if it's the same as in other games, Doom is a countdown, where when you cast Doom on somebody, like, the numbers appear above their head and it counts down from 10, and when it hits 1 they just automatically die. Which is terrible for if, like, a boss casts it on your characters, because then you have, like, a limited amount of time to beat them before you die, so it's, like, really nerve-wracking. But as you can see, it doesn't take me any 10 turns to fight random enemies like this. So it's a matter of, like, it would just be a complete waste of time to cast it on regular enemies, and most bosses are immune to it. So, you know, there's no point in really casting it on bosses either. So it's really just a spell that exists for the AI to use against you. People are talking about about the podcast in chat. Yeah, I'm enjoying doing this podcast a lot. I think it's because I like to hold forth about things. That's why I like the stream, because I just I have opinions I enjoy sharing. So it's good to have a platform to say things. I mean, everybody likes that, right? Everybody likes to just give their opinions on things. That's why the internet is the way it is. Oh, I should move my little mouse off the screen there. I don't know if that was visible or bothering anybody or anything, but... So I gotta find where I left my airship, maybe? I assume that I have to take the airship because it's, we're going to a place called Crescent Island. Although, I guess we're taking an actual ship, possibly. Because they said something about, like, Albrecht was a port city. So maybe it's not where I'm thinking it is. Excuse me. I'm glad you liked our Long Live the Queen episode, Rob. That was a fun game. I was not expecting to like that game as much as I liked that game. It was pretty fantastic. Alright. I think I left the ship somewhere around this city on the edge here, but maybe I didn't. You guys. Maybe I should give Terra just the higher defense one, because I need her to like be around to cast her healing magics. Labyrinths. As far as like dragon type things go, these guys look pretty cool. I like a good wyvern. Ooh, Marcia, Fort Frolic is an awesome area. That's one of my favorite areas to play in the game, so I think you'll enjoy it. Alright guys, it's jamming out time. Everybody jam out to the victory music. Marcia, I think you've got something like 3 areas left, right? After Fort Frolic is Hephaestus, and then, whatever the, like, subway tunnels area is called, and then is Point Prometheus, I think. And I think that's it. So, you know, each of those is about the length of a usual area in the game, so I mean, I don't actually know how long Point Prometheus is. Carl said it was longer for him than some of the other areas, so maybe it's a little bit more, but you really need to heal, princess. And by heal, I mean heal lock. He's injured. This is like less, not less fun, but it feels, yeah, I'm gonna say it. It's less fun to go through the area without like the party members that I like to have. Like these two are okay, but I miss Cyan and Sabin. Like they're my big fighters. They're fun to have around. Where the hell is my airship? And is it? Do I have to go all the way back to like the thing all the way over to the one side? Maybe I do. Since I keep tweeting at Technobabble thinking it was feedback for us. What I originally wanted us to name the podcast was Up, Up, Down, Down, as a reference to the Konami code, because that's a great name for a gaming podcast, but it's such a good name for a gaming podcast that a gaming podcast with that name already exists. So, so no go there. Jesus Christ. That was damaging. I'm gonna have to heal up after that. Cure yourself. That was fast. I always forget how powerful Cure 2 is. It's like not just a little bit stronger, it's a lot stronger. Alright, I think I have to go all the way back down that peninsula to like towards where I think the Opera House is. So, alright. We'll start a walking. Yeah, Cyan and Sabin totally bring the party. They are the beefcake, as it were. Oh, was that the Atma weapon that did that huge counter thing? That was pretty cool. All things, I mean, you know, it's against a little wyvern-y type guy, so it's not that useful, but still. Is a porpoise-driven life a reference to something? Rob, I'm sorry if you tweeted and I didn't notice. I follow a lot of people on Twitter, so there's a lot of stuff on my feed that I just never see. It's that way on Tumblr too. Couldn't steal? What kind of a thief are you? It's just a joker. Magic, please. Marsha, I believe senpai is gender neutral. So senpai is the female equivalent of senpai. It just means someone who's like a senior to you in a particular field or school. Or business or whatever. A purpose-driven life was a Christian-y self-help craze around 2004. Interesting. I had never heard of that. No, you don't need to heal. You should just heal Locke. Sounds like my roommate Debbie just got back from seeing movies today. She went to see a couple of them. She specifically texted me after Fantastic Four to let me know how terrible it was. Hero protagonist, actually Kun, I have seen applied to women as well. I think technically all of them are gender neutral. Kun is most commonly applied to men and Chan is most commonly applied to women, but that tends to be because of their connotations, not specifically because they are gender-specific terms. Rob can probably correct me on this, because I think he knows more Japanese than I do, if I'm getting it wrong, but I think that is correct. She has 72 mana left. Is that enough mana? Well, leave it for now. I may have to give her some more soon, though. We got to get to the opera house. There might. Oh no, there's no actual town around the opera. It's just an opera in the middle of nowhere, so we won't probably be able to get an inn there, which is unfortunate. But we have tents, I guess, and we can use tents from the main menu if we have to. So. I've often seen in anime when there's like women who are sort of military or otherwise, you know, like in a sort of position of strength and power, referred to with the name ending kun. But maybe that's intentionally to sort of masculine. I guess not, Marcia. Fantastic Four has like an 8 or 9% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. It's not doing well. I think we looked it up and it has like 8% critic score and 22% audience score, which is still really low, especially because audiences on Rotten Tomato tend to be pretty lenient. So yeah, nobody's liking the new Fantastic Four movie. Ant-Man, however, was quite good. Very cute. All right, guys, just this is the point where I wish that I had gambits on, because I could just sit back and they would automatically just fight these guys. I'm like, yeah, you know what to do. Steal them while they have stuff to steal. Fight them when they don't. Yeah, but Rob, ore and boku are not name endings, right? That's just forms of the word I. I might be missing gaps in this conversation because I'm not always focused on chat, because I have to occasionally pay attention to combat going on. Not much attention, but some. Ku, the verb to eat, is considered crass for women. That is hilarious. Weird how these things become so specific like that. Oh, gender expectations. I mean, this is as south as I can go, pretty much, this town. So, I hope that this is where I'm supposed to be going. If not, then we'll go somewhere else. No, don't heal yourself. Ugh. That's the opposite of what I wanted you to do. Well, it's not the opposite, but it's not the thing I wanted you to do at all. Look it, he's just not getting healed. I mean, there have been words in American history that have been considered crass for women to use, mostly like swearing and stuff, but no, this is just Miranda. This is not where I need to go. I need to go to Albrook. Sure, rest up. Let's heal us up some MP and HP. Wait, jet lag. There were pictures in the Nerdfighter census? I took the Nerdfighter census. And anyone who's a fan of the Green Brothers, I recommend checking out the Nerdfighter census, but I remember that episode of Samurai Champloo Rub where they were talking about the historical attitudes of oh wait! That boy made to serve as a soldier has returned. Wonder if that's that guy. The episode of Samurai Champloo where they talked about like the historical attitudes of the Japanese towards sexuality and sex. It's kind of an interesting random historical point in an otherwise not particularly historically accurate anime. I thought you said I thought he was back. Oh well, whatever. Yes, we seem to have relocated Miranda. But this is not a place I was going for. This is not Albrook. And also, was Crescent Island that one where I died immediately because the enemies were so powerful? So the Opera House must be the southernmost one on the other continent. Which means I got to find me this place. He's waiting for us in Albrook. But where is Albrook? Yeah, Jason, there is a thing where it asks your favorite YouTube channels, but it's a big list with check marks and that you can just like browse through, and then at the bottom there's a space for like any other ones you want to mention. So I checked a bunch of them and then mentioned some others. I think it's pretty much, you know, it's a very non-judgmental survey, so. A little delayed reaction cut there. I cut you with my sword! And then a few seconds later you get cut again! I can't remember if we stole from this guy yet or not. But either way, it will damage him, so. Aha, we did not. Now we have a tonic. Roto Penguin says Ranma 1/2 shows how open Japan is on topics of transgenderism and trans-tiny pigletism. It's true. They're pretty accepting of people who turn into tiny little black piglets. To be fair, that piglet is adorable. It's been a while since I've seen anything to do with Ranma 1/2. I did read some of the manga for a while. Like, I had a lot of the translated manga, but I think it's much longer a series than I actually read. I think I only had like 6 volumes or something like that. And I think it's a pretty long series, if I remember correctly. I'm just a bulldog named Ralph. Who do you think you are? Can't you see that we're the main characters? Maybe they say something about a peninsula. Should I go back to there and just like travel around the edges and make sure that it's not the wrong, that I didn't just like walk right past it? I remember being in a harbor city before. Like, we went to a harbor and got on a boat, and that's how we all met back up at Narsha. Was like half the party got on a boat to get back. But I think that was on the other continent. Well, no, it couldn't have been on the other continent because the other continent was where we were trying to get to. Maybe it wasn't, they just went across a river. I don't remember. It's been a couple weeks, guys, since I did that. Alright. In the interest of me not spending the entire evening around looking for this place, yeah, Steph, you guys tell me, can you guys just tell me where this place is that I'm supposed to be going? Because clearly I am not finding it. I bypassed it twice. What? God damn it. It's a white dot along the southern coast. Okay. I thought I went to that dot first. Did I just not do that? I thought the first thing I did was go down to the dot that's on the southern coast. Bioshock we are talking about tomorrow, Rob. We also have a guest host for the podcast tomorrow. So that is going to be fun. We're recording it after Thanorada is done with Sunday Game Club in the morning. Here we go. This is like having gambits on. All I have to do is just wait for them to attack on their own, because I have no control because they're both berserked. And they did exactly what I would have done with them anyway, so that works. It's impossible to waste time trying to get lost in this way in FF10. Do you mean because there's no overworld map in FF10? I mean, you can still go back to places and like not be sure where you're supposed to be, and you can still intentionally wander around to grind in FF10. No, it's up this way according to the map. I kind of, for some reason, thought I'd gone into this town. Maybe I had not. Hello, Guns of the Helghast. 6 is very good. I have a personal sort of fondness for 10. But I am enjoying this one very much. And that might be just a time of my life when I played it, who I was at that time, sort of thing. But I do like 10 a lot. Yeah, everything's fairly linearly connected in. Yeah, but I feel like that almost makes the wandering worse, because if you have to go down a really long linear path and you realize that you're going the wrong way, then you have to backtrack across that entire linear path. Alright, here's Albrook. Alright, I'm gonna save this, since I'm here. Since I found it, with your guys' help. People are saying they like 6, 7, and 10. Steph says 4 is still, for nostalgia reasons, her favorite. Yeah, I have a friend who really, really liked 10 too. You know, everybody's got that one that they played first, or that they played, you know, when they were like, they really needed some kind of pick-me-up sort of thing, and so everybody's got something that's, you know, it's got that special place for you in your heart. General Leo is waiting for me. Good. Hey there, General Leo. You look a lot like a combination of Edgar and Sabin, actually, with a mohawk. There you are. Another of the Empire's generals, and a person I hired in town, will be traveling with us. Is one of them Celeste? It is Celeste! It's Shadow! Nice. Hello, please meet your other party members. Oh man, Locke's in trouble. The 2 women he's been flirting with are in the same party. What's gonna happen? Man, if we get to play both female characters at the same time, in the same party no less, it's just gonna, everything's just gonna explode. Please get some rest. Yay! Sadface is back with his super powerful dog. Really? You're a general, Celeste. Come on. Hey. Woof indeed. General Leo's holding a meeting with me. That's why I'm talking to him. Alright, let's go find Celeste. Help Celeste and Tara get along. They should. They are the only girls in the party. They should hang out. Is she in here? She is not in here. Do we need healing? No, we're fine. Heads of Helga says Kefka greater than Sephiroth. They're very different. I mean, Kefka is a very sort of flamboyantly villainous character, whereas Sephiroth is more, you know, nuanced in that he actually has motivation for his evilness. I mean, you know, it's arguably not great motivation, but it's there. None of them have quite the hair that Seymour has, though. No one has quite the hair that Seymour has. Seymour has, hands down, the worst hair in any Final Fantasy game. Where is Celeste? She ran off in this direction. Maybe she's in the cafe. I haven't played Final Fantasy VIII yet. I should play Final Fantasy VIII at some point. Hello? No exotic dancers being catcalled in the cafe anymore? Alright. So, she's not here. Hey guy, have you seen a woman with blonde hair around here? What do goggles do? They just prevent blind? Or yeah, prevent dark. Oh, I'm good. I think you can definitely count Chrono Trigger in the canon of Final Fantasy games if you're making a list of your favorites. It's a very good one. I like Chrono Trigger. Like this game, does a lot of sort of interesting little like side activities and narrative like oddness and just some cool stuff. How about you? Have you seen a lady run past here? I didn't realize you could walk into this meadow area. She couldn't have run to another town. That would be ridiculous, right? Like, we're leaving from here tomorrow. She wouldn't have left town. So I'll just go into all the buildings. Maybe she just came into an item shop or something. I don't see your treasure chest back there, dude. You're lucky I'm on a mission. Oh, yeah. Right. So we went into the cafe, we went into that other place. Hello? Wait, no, come back. Wait. This is one of the dancer ladies, right? Yes. Vector's at the center of the continent. I did know that. So hard to tell where I am. Okay. That's the rune shop, I think. We've been in the inn already. We haven't checked the defense shop or the weapon shop, I think. Excuse me, sir. Zen? I should see where Zen is and buy some glowing stones. That sounds useful. No, you're just the armor sales guy. Listen, I'm looking for a woman with armor, impractical armor and blonde hair. Have you seen her? This is not how I want to spend my time playing this game, just wandering around looking for this person. Alright, maybe I actually, you said get some rest, maybe I actually have to sleep at the inn and then come back. I'm guessing that's probably the thing. Yeah, please get some rest. Alright, I'm just gonna try sleeping in the inn and then we'll head off, whether or not she decides to join us. Which FF character's hair most egregiously violates physics? Seymour. Oh my god, look up Seymour's hair. Look up Final Fantasy X, Seymour. S-E-Y-M-O-U-R. Holy crap, his hair. Yeah, Marsha's got the link. Oh good, yeah, see, this is a story thing. They're letting us stay for free. What's up, Locke? Are you having a midnight rendezvous with Celeste? You are! She's in love with you, Locke. Oh, he doubted her. Is she pregnant or something? Like, what's with the, like, she literally, like, helped save them, and she's just running away? Seymour is a bit touched, yes. Oh, was that the opera song in the background? I didn't recognize it. I'm not very good at picking up on these things. Well, sometimes I can be. In this case, I wasn't. I feel like we didn't hear the opera for long enough for me to really get a sense of it. Monsters on this continent have only weak magical power. Okay. Good to know. Yes. Yeah, Guns of Helgast. My characters are all renamed, for the most part, names that sound phonetically like their original names, but are spelled differently. So Cyan is like P-S-Y-A-N-N. Yeah, and except for Shadow, who's just a sad face, and Gao, he's a sad face emoticon, and Gao, who is just named Steve. If Celeste were pregnant, Runic would probably be really bad for the baby, or it would give the baby superpowers. Because it'd be like, you know, like your standard, like, exposure to radiation stuff that happens in superhero comics. She was exposed to magic radiation in the womb, so she becomes like some weird magic baby. That would be awesome. So is Celeste on the ship with us, or did she run away? Oh yes, I did also name Setzer Fizzy, because, you know, his name sounds like seltzer. Yeah, we shouldn't be cooperating with the enemy because they're clearly using us, but you seem okay, General Leo. You tried to convince Kefka not to poison that river that one time. You feel guilty about things. That's a sign of empathy. That's a weird thing to wonder. Why would you doubt that? I mean, literally, like, you know humans can love. You know espers can love because your father fell in love with a human. Why would you worry that you will not be able to love? Or is this just a poor translation for, like, will I ever be able to find someone to love? Which, you're very lovely and magical and the savior of the human race, so I think, you know, you've got a lot going for you. Oh no, she's actually worried about being able to feel love. This is a weird conversation to be having with a nearest. Calm down, Tara. You're a green-haired child. Don't worry about it. You have protagonist hair. You'll find somebody. Unless you die before the end of the game. Oh, hey! It's Nick Fury! So we've been through this before. For those who don't see it. It looks like this brown part is the skin of the face, and then this is like an eye patch, and that this is like a bandana. But what you're actually seeing is this is a helmet with like one of those forehead protector things in brown, and this little black thing underneath that is actually his like eyes visor. It took me a long time to figure that out. Yeah, you transform into a naked pig Esper sometimes. People will like that. Yeah. Of course he heard you. He's a ninja. Oh, no, she thought you meant inside the hold of the ship, so she was just going to go check there for answers. Who've killed their emotions with a sword. Fuck, do you get seasick? It's the comedic music here, guys. Oh. At least they didn't animate that. Oh, shrouded one. That's true. His name is literally Sad Face Emoticon. If that guy didn't kill his emotions, then who did? Okay, I guess I'm just going to be talking to... Not exactly much room in this boat. Hey, Leo. Spot the Espers, report at once. Okay. General Leo is clearly not holding a meeting. He's right fucking there. And he's not talking to anyone. You are just an asshole. Hey, sad face, come with us. Woof indeed. He doesn't want to talk to you because you were bitchy to him and kept running away. You need to learn to express yourself, Celeste. Talk about your feelings. Use your words. Yeah, this is one of the places I went where... Well, no, this wasn't the place where enemies were too hard. This was just a place. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this thing. I hit escape to bring up the menu because I've been playing Bioshock. Oh, let's equip you. And give you some relics. Safe when HP is low, imp and mute. Dark and petrify, poison. Poison dark zombie. Sure, why not? That's the floating one. Poison dark. Oh, that's to protect other people. Cast shell when low. Raise vigor. Zephyr cape, maybe. Ooh, black belt's nice too, though. Or regen. Maybe skip the amulet and do black belt. Although, There's always the Tintinabar. Does Tintinabar work on the whole party when someone's got it equipped, or does it just work on whichever character has it equipped? Because if it's just whatever character has it equipped, then it's not worth it. But if it's everybody, then I might equip that. Sniper sight does, yeah. Yeah, let's go do black belt. Alright, and it's 8, so let's take a quick break. I'm going to save here. And let's see. No? Oh, there we go. Alright, so we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to play some music. Just going to be a couple minutes. And then we'll come back and we'll play some more. We'll see what is on Crescent Island that we have not already seen. So, hang tight.